So I'll upload the travel vlog part of this trip separately. Feldkirch, Vaduz, and a bonus location on my way back to Prague. This is just match day and fan interviews for the game against Liechtenstein, the tiny principality you can see behind me, sandwiched between Switzerland and Austria. Just 40,000 population, so the 3,000 Wales fans who travelled over noticeably increased the population for a day. Anywhere that sold beer was rammed, including the supermarket. We filled 3 sides of the Rheinpark Stadion, which is in a beautiful setting, because it is quite a rural, mountainous country. Disappointing 1-0 win, of course, in the end, but followed up a few days later by a shocking 7-1 home win against Macedonia, who hadn't lost the game all campaign and had only conceded, I think, 3 goals. Now here's the playoff situation. If we could play like that again, you fancy us against basically anyone. And we got the 2 home games as well, which is obviously massive for us. But you know, we've got a terrible record against Bosnia, and Italy was the team everyone wanted to avoid, really, weren't they? I mean, I know they're not the Italy of the past, but they're not going to want to make history by missing out on 3 World Cups in a row. So we'll see. It's going to be a nervy March. So yeah, thanks to that playoff draw, this is the last Wales away for a while. Let's see what the fans had to say in Liechtenstein. And why not do as Stefan here says.
Hello guys, please subscribe to your channel. Subscribe to Reeves. Welcome to Feldkirch, Austria.
And what's the score going to be tomorrow?
2-2.
2-2?
Yeah, at least 2-2.
Lee James, Wales away legend. What are you expecting tonight? Do we go for the goal difference, or do we just be more sensible and save our players?
100% go for the goal difference. Got to beat these by more than 6. I looked at the lineup. It looked like very, very attacking. So I think we should go for the goal difference.
And our chances of qualifying, like overall percentage-wise, what would you
I'm going to give you a 35% chance of qualifying. I think that's about fair. Yeah? Playoffs listen. If we're at home, I back us against most teams. Away from home, it's a different story. I think we'll struggle against a lot of teams away from home, especially the top teams.
So second is all important because we get our semi-final at home. Isn't it?
Hugely important. We know prior to this campaign that we were in the playoffs. Tonight and Tuesday, massive games.
Help yourself.
I will.
What do you think of like the Bellamy era and the Bellamy tactics so far?
I think it's much more forward thinking than Robert Page was. Much more. However, there's the one downside I would look at is the defensive side. Like I look the Belgium game especially. I think trying to play like the cute triangles and like all that like out the back. You're just inviting like those better sides on to like pressure you and steal the ball. And that's how the first steal the ball for you. That's how the first 2 goals came, really, isn't it? Attacking wise, like we've got the talent there, especially as well. We really do.
I love watching the Bellamy team, but maybe you could learn how to close up shop at certain points.
You've got to score a goal in the first 10 minutes of the game. The idea behind after that like should be get the ball out, get it gone, like reduce the chances of them scoring for the next 10 minutes at least. And instead you're playing triangles, trying to keep football, and it doesn't work. If you're on the other side, you get the ball long and you get it gone just to make sure it's like easy to defend. But if you're going left back to centre back to goalkeeper to left back, it just doesn't work because we look so good going forward, but defensively we just look so naive. The summary of it is it can't get worse than Slovakia losing 4-0. It can't get worse.
In a way, I was like glad that happened.
You have to. It did do a lot for us, but at the end of the day, you've got to do what's right for the country and what's right for the squad. And you've got so much talent, and you can't waste that.
I remember you from
From Kazakhstan, yeah.
That's my question now.
Right,
Like, what's my favourite colour?
what's your favourite colour?
Pink.
Do we go for the goal difference or play it safe?
Gold different.
Goal difference.
Win to win then. That's all that matters.
What are the chances we don't win this game?
Oh, they're quite high, I reckon. I mean, we're not creating much. I don't think at the minute. We haven't really created many chances. Obviously, we had the disallowed goal, but other than that, I mean, even the set pieces, they're not really troubling them. Again, like I was saying, you know, Mark Harris, he can only do what he's given. He's limited. He's a very limited footballer, obviously, but he's not getting the service. It wouldn't really matter if it was keeper more, because I mean the balls aren't going in there. He's not getting the service, so it's hard to see where the goals come from. Obviously, Brennan Johnson's probably the most talented footballer we've got in the squad, but he hasn't shown it for Wales ever really. So obviously Bellamy's looked at him, doesn't fancy him. There's a reason for that. It might not be on the pitch reasons, it might be off the pitch, who knows. Same as Kiefer half the time, he doesn't play him. He clearly doesn't fancy some boys. Because obviously Brennan's a brilliant footballer. I mean, he's proved that for Spurs. But I've never seen that for Wales. Yeah, staying in Zurich, we got here last night, and we're going on Monday. We're staying in the old town.
How much for a pint of beer in Zurich?
It's not cheap, like. about a tenner for a pint of beer.
The fee for this interview will cover it. So.
Yeah, I would hope so. I can see the little coins rattling around in there. Like, yeah, it should be all right.
What's your favourite Wales away trip?
Oh, there's been loads. I don't know. Kazakhstan was good, to be fair. I'm thinking the most, like, mainly because we went to an all-inclusive in Turkey afterwards. So that's probably why. Latvia was good. Armenia again was good.
Croatia?
Yes, split. And also Zagreb, but it was the Zagreb and Budapest back to back. And obviously, like half the time, you know, the football gets in the way sometimes, but then games like that, when you get like a last minute equaliser against Croatia, it helps, you know.
And their fans were really cool. Like,
yeah, we were told going there, like, watch out for the like their ultras. We ended up in a bar opposite the ground with their ultras, and they were sound as anything. Yeah, buying us beers, they were, and like we've been told, don't go in there wearing colours. We went in there with tops on, and hats and that, and we're like, oh, sound.
I remember walking back from the stadium after that game. And
they were clapping us, weren't they? Yeah, remember? They were clapping us, yeah. I know.
It's the opposite of that. Did you go to Serbia? That was one of the worst experiences I've had. It was a horrible atmosphere. It was that you walked into the ground with a line of like police in, you know, a full combat gear. And it was just awful. Then we lost 6-1 and it was just, wow.
But it was the start, so wasn't it?
It was the start of it, yeah.
We should win tonight, which was always going to happen. And then if we get anything better than a draw on Tuesday, we should end up in a decent pot 2, pot 1. But, I mean, playing that friendly against England was stupid. And I think Bellamy will have learned from that. Because, I mean, obviously it's put us in this weird situation where we could end up in pot 4. Purely because of that friendly.
They didn't want to travel, did they, before the...
But the thing is, Bellamy said himself, oh, I want to test ourselves. Yeah, but don't do that when there's points at stake, you know what I mean? Obviously, if we got something from that game, we're all saying genius, aren't we, you know?